Everyone, and welcome back to DIY with Melissa. I, of course, am Melissa, and I'm finally feeling better. So exciting. Today I have a fun tutorial for you. Some of you asked for a tutorial on how to layer your foil designs. So you'll see I have the foil going on here, and then the background is just a printed background. It is super simple to do. We are going to go through just one layer, and I will do a separate video on doing 2 layers of foil, but I do kind of get into it on this video as well. So without further ado, let's head over to the computer and get this project started. We are back at the computer and we're going to get right into it. Creating layered designs is super easy. To me, it's more wrapping your brain around it, I guess you can say. It can be a little complicated, but at the same time, it's not. I hope that makes sense, but we'll get into it and I'll explain why. You may know for foiling, we need to use our laser printer. So I have a Brother laser printer, and then I have my Canon inkjet printer, which prints the color portion of my design. So for instance, I have this St. Patrick's Day design here. I made it in Canva. There is, from what I can tell, no way to do this in Cricut, because when you go to print and cut in Cricut, let's say we do it the first time, and then we need to do it the second time to get the second layer from our laser printer, the lines don't always match up. So I found that it's easier to do in Canva or a program similar to Canva, where you don't have registration marks that need to line up. Which makes sense, because if you ever look at others who create these designs a lot, they're creating squares or rectangle shaped designs. Okay, like I mentioned, you want to grab your design, whatever that might be. You don't have to grab elements from Canva. You can, of course, grab elements from anywhere. Creative Fabrica, for instance, has some really good designs available to use. I'm just using Canva for the sake of making things easier. You also want to ensure that you are going to line up your design correctly. In the background of my design, I have the clovers, the green clovers. This will print from my inkjet printer. And then I just added some wording and some more clovers onto this one. And I did this in black. The same concept here. When I'm going to print this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the wording from both of these. And now I'm going to download just this top sheet. I'm going to hit share, download. I download a PDF for print. And I usually do the CMYK best for professional printing. I just want the current page. Click on done and click on download. Once I open that PDF, you'll see, let's make this a little bit smaller. You'll see that the 2 squares are here. I'm going to go ahead and hit print. I don't like doing it from the window that it opens in. It always opens from into the internet, into an internet browser tab. I prefer to open it as an actual PDF. Okay, so as you can see, we're printing on an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. I'm printing this to my Canon G3070 printer, or what is it? G3270 is my Canon printer that I absolutely love. I've had it now for, I want to say maybe 6 months, maybe longer, and it is the best. From here, we can go to properties. I like to tell it that I'm going to print cardstock just because it is thicker, and I just want it to know that I'm using a thicker material just so there's no issues. And that's about all I do here. You'll notice for me, when I move to cardstock, it goes to high quality. And that's it there. I'm going to go ahead and hit print. And this is going to print on my Canon printer. Once that has printed, I'm then going to come back to my design in Canva. And I prefer doing it this way. You can do it, you can get this all ready first and then do your printing. As you can see, I moved the wording back in the area where I wanted it. And now I'm going to remove my backgrounds and add it to that extra page. So now I'm going to go ahead and export this page again. I'll hit download. Like I said, PDF print, current page. And we're going to do CMYK, best for professional printing. I'm going to click on download again. And you'll see, smaller, this is what it looks like. Now I can go ahead and hit menu, print. This time I'm going to choose my Brother series printer. I'm going to go to properties. For me, I have to feed it through tray 1 just because the cardstock is a heavy cardstock and it tends to get stuck through the regular feeder. And I'm just going to go ahead and put heavyweight paper. Okay, and then click print. Once everything is printed, we're ready to foil. But before that, I just wanted to show you, if let's say you wanted to add more to your design. So let's say I wanted Happy St. Patrick's Day in gold foil. And then I wanted the clovers in green foil. What I would do for that is, I'll ungroup that, is the exact same thing. I'm going to move these aside. Then I'll move this aside. I wish there was a hide button like how we have in Cricut Design Space, but we don't have that option. So I'm just going to just drag it away. Technically, I would move these as well because I don't want them printed. I would do exactly what I just did, which was print that. Then, after I foiled, so keep that in mind, after you foiled, you'd come back and print this again with only these guys in place. So each layer of your foiling will need to be printed after you foiled it. It's important that it's after, because if it's before, you'll have a lot of black going on. And of course, this is kind of close to each other. So imagine trying to get enough foil to fit this portion, the wording, without touching your clovers on the side. Think of it from that perspective. You want it so that there are different layers and each layer can be foiled as one layer is finished foiling. Hope that makes sense. So I'll meet you back at the craft table. We're going to get this foiled. So there we have the first print. Move to the craft table. This is the first print complete with just the clovers. Now we're going to take this exact same print and I'm going to add it. I'm going to put it into my laser printer and print that other design on it. So now I'm going to send the 2 word portions to that printer and put this in for it to pick up from. So let's get that going now. I have to go to a different spot in my house for my laser printer. It's quite big, I have to be honest. I don't know if I said it, but my hubby did find this off Facebook Marketplace. He did have to replace the print head, I think it was, but he got it for a really good deal, even with the print head replacement. So it was a win-win. And here is the print job. Easy peasy. All right, so as you can see, this printed the other portions onto that green portion. So now, because this is laser, this was done with a laser printer, I'm able to go ahead and add foil to this. The foil I'm using, I got off Amazon. You do need a specialty foil for this. It is a reactive foil that works with the laser printer portion. Everything is linked on my Amazon storefront. It comes with all different colors. I'm going to go ahead with green for our St. Patrick's Day theme. The Mink also comes with this envelope, I guess, almost, or folder. You place your design in here with the foil. And my own has some markings on it because when I first got this, I was testing it out and I got a little too excited too quickly. So it, I should have covered the lines from my Cricut, and I did not, so they kind of the ink transferred onto here. So we just need to make sure that the design that we did with the laser printer is covered. And as you can see, this is covered. It won't let me take it up here. There we go. So that's covered right there perfectly. This is covered down here, and gently we're going to bring the cover down. You may see in my videos that I also do it with 2 pieces of cardstock. It works. I would not suggest walking away from it. I stay right here while it runs through, and it actually is a good alternative to to the folder. I guess if you know, like I messed up my folder here. I'm actually gonna bring this down because I don't want it to transfer. There we go. So yeah, that's another option that you most definitely can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this through my machine. When running this through, it is a little slow. When you see me do it, I kind of fast forward it because I don't think anybody wants to kind of sit here and watch paint dry, but it is a very slow process. Just take your time, let it run through by itself. Place that aside, and let's do the reveal. It's staticky. That's why I do it on the cardstock for you all, so I can show a proper reveal. There we go. Okay, and let's remove this foil. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look how gorgeous that turned out. So there you go. How to print a colored design and add a foil design on top of it. How gorgeous is that? Of course, we will go ahead and trim this down. There we go. I did make these into 5x5 designs, which would be perfect for the front of a card. Or we can use them as decor. If you get a little frame, you can add it to that. And as I mentioned, if I wanted to foil or use gold foil for this, gold foil for this and maybe green for the clovers, what I would have done was I would have printed this portion only first, like I had mentioned, foil it before I cut anything, go back and print it again with these 2 portions, foil that, and voila. And there you have it. How simple is that? Like I said, I did go through quickly how I would go about doing 2 different foil layers. I hope you understood it, but if you didn't, stay tuned because I have 2 more videos coming out. One, I'm going to go through the 2 different foils, or 3 or 4 on one design. And the other one is we're going to talk about a different shape design. So stay tuned for those videos. For now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, hit that bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care, happy crafting, bye now.